Have you ever noticed someone checking out your child? I was convinced this elderly woman at the park was obsessed with my 8-month-old son, Oliver. Every time we went to the park, she'd be there on the same bench, watching him with this intense look like she was searching for something in his face. The first real incident happened when Oliver was playing on the baby swings. She walked straight up to us and reached toward him, saying, "Such a beautiful baby. May I see his shoulder?" Her voice was shaky and desperate. I immediately pulled Oliver out of the swing and backed away. As we left, I heard her whisper, "The birthmark. I need to see if he has the birthmark." 2 weeks later, I found her sitting in her car outside our apartment building. She was just parked there when we came back from our morning walk. When she saw me notice her, she drove away quickly, but not before I got a good look at her face. She'd been crying. My husband thought I was overreacting, but agreed to take different routes to the park. It didn't matter. She found us at the smaller park 6 blocks away. This time she had a teddy bear that she tried to give to Oliver. The tag was still on it, but it looked old, like it had been saved for decades. I started documenting everything. The way she'd show up at the grocery store when we were shopping, how she knew which pediatrician's office we used. Once I caught her talking to our downstairs neighbor, asking questions about the baby. The neighbor told me later she'd wanted to know if Oliver had any distinguishing marks. The breaking point came 3 weeks later. I was pushing Oliver in his stroller when she approached from behind and grabbed my arm. "Please, I just need to know about the birthmark. Does he have a star-shaped mark on his left shoulder?" Her grip was surprisingly strong for someone her age. "My grandson had the same mark. Please just tell me." I yanked my arm away and threatened to call the police. She backed off but followed us home at a distance. That night I did call the police, but they said without actual threats or violence there wasn't much they could do. They suggested I file for a restraining order. The next morning she was back at the park. This time she brought someone with her, a younger woman maybe in her 50s who seemed to be trying to calm her down. I could hear them arguing as I pushed Oliver on the swings. "Mom, you have to stop this. It's been 40 years. James is gone." That name made the older woman break down completely. "He's not gone. Robert took him and I know he's out there. This baby has the same eyes, the same hair. If I could just see the birthmark, I'd know." I'd had enough. I marched over to them with Oliver in my arms, ready to threaten legal action. But when I got close, I saw she was holding a photo. An old Polaroid of a baby that looked exactly like Oliver. Same round cheeks, same bright blue eyes, even the same little curl of blonde hair. "This is my grandson James," she said, holding up the photo with shaking hands. "My ex-husband took him during our custody battle in 1984. He had connections, money. The judge believed his lies about me being unfit." Tears were streaming down her face. "James had a birthmark, a perfect star on his left shoulder. I've been looking for 40 years. I felt my anger deflate." The younger woman touched her mother's shoulder gently. "Mom, we've been through this. Dad's been dead for 10 years. We'll never find James now. But this baby looks just like him," the elderly woman insisted, "and she won't let me see if he has the mark." I looked down at Oliver sleeping peacefully in my arms. He did have a birthmark on his left shoulder, star-shaped, just like she described. My husband had the same mark. So did his father. It ran in their family. "My husband's adopted," I heard myself saying. "He never knew his birth parents. His adoptive parents said he was given up as a baby." I shifted Oliver so they could see his shoulder. "This birthmark runs in his family." The elderly woman's legs gave out. Her daughter caught her as she sobbed uncontrollably. "I knew it. I knew I'd find him someday. That's my James's baby. That's my great-grandson." We spent the next 3 hours in that park putting pieces together. My husband's adoptive parents were gone, but he'd always wondered about his origins. The dates lined up. The location where he was adopted matched where her ex-husband had fled. The birthmark was too unique to be coincidence. She wasn't a stalker. She was a grandmother who never stopped searching for her stolen grandson, and she'd finally found him through his son.